Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, girls and boys and girls. Welcome back to our channel, Inspirational Minutes with David. Yes, you know the routine. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, and let you know our channel is back on. Hit the like and share. Also share the video, share the news, share the bill with the people. With the people. Get the book, The Audacity of Woke, a memoir of a man who's been mentally asleep, which was me at one time. Thank you in advance. Such a beautiful book cover. Shall I say so myself. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notifications. Let you know our channel back on. Thank you. I bow tied it up this time. Hey, thank you in advance. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notifications. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notifications. And like and share. Let's have a drink before we get started. Let's go. They say that the mind is like an iceberg. It floats 1/7 of its bulk above the water. On that note, let's get it crunk. Let's get it started. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, let you know our channel is back on. Thank you in advance. Beautiful, conscious, critical thinking people, family, friends. Thank you. You are my family. And I hope over the years that, I have become a part of your family as well. Hey, I do this every week and sometimes twice a week, and I try to put out the content and what I think about and my heart, my mind, and my thoughts and what I go through, and the storm in my head sometimes. But it's real. It's real. It's very real. Today, the inspirational minutes with David. Today, the fly optician. Our inspirational minutes with David today is properly titled "Face Your Fear," or your fear will face you. Face your fear. Fake expectations appearing real. You know what I talk about? Or your fear will continue to face you. You see, I love people who can teach me something new. Who can like expand my mind and talk to me about the universe. I love people like that. Who can talk about division, and share their dreams with me. Because that's what I do to the people that I love. Who takes me on a literal mental trip. I love people like that. I talked about this before. And what I'm about to talk about, you might be afraid. You might have heard it before and say, oh man, he's back on it. A gun! Yeah, I'm back on it again. And what I talked about is some fake expectations appearing real, fear, and how we can, you just do your research. If you just do a little bit of research, okay? Just a itty bitty, poquito, more poquito, tiny, infinitesimal, minute bit of research, you will be evolving. Now, we talked about this before. We talked about what the original U.S. is, what original United States is. Now, do you mean the creation of Stalinism? Now, it can't happen, and will never happen. And as you know, the U.S. is a corporation which is owned, lock, stock, and barrel and can only exist as a corporation in order to interact with its international commerce. Now, peak game. Did you know you have the United States of America, which is the corporate side, United States of America. Then you have America, the country. Don't forget that. Look it up. Do your homework. Do your homework. Now, do you really think that the largest corporation to ever exist on Earth, ran by complete Looney Tunes psychopaths, will relinquish their power and control because of a coup by a Jesuit-trained Rockefeller puppet put in a strictly ceremonial position for the charade or the charade they call politics? Do you? They will burn this down to the ground. They will burn this place to the ground and start over with the few that survive. I said this before. They burn this to the ground and start over with the few that survive, making the next revised version of the Matrix before they will hand it over to anybody who trying to overthrow anybody who are true creative and critical thinkers. People who are untrained from the script. People who jumped off the script they was given to from birth. They will burn this fucking down. If you continue, and as we continue and continue and continue and continue and continue and continue to grow. Now, I said this before a few bills ago. I truly believe, I believe the story goes that President Lincoln negotiated it, the proclamation, the proclamation at emancipation. Yeah, I almost had brain tired. The proclamation, emancipation, proclamation. I believe that the story goes like this: that Lincoln negotiated and signed it under Grant, General Grant. I refer to it as myths and stories because, for all we know, the whole entire story, the entire story we were told could be completely false. It could be completely made up out of whole cloth. For all we know, fake news even back then. Fake news, even fake his story. His story. History is whatever the party chooses it to be. And don't forget, history is lies agreed upon. History is whatever the party that won chooses his story to be. Don't you dare forget that. And as I had said, we're under control of the UN and financed by the IMF, Internal Monetary Foundation Fund, and they're also their little parts of people who are with them as well, so they could have the whole people of the 1%, the white hats over here, before they will let it out of their control. Oh, you don't believe me? Keep living. Keep waking up. You'll see. Face your fear, or your fear will face you. Now, not to mention, the U.S. created the UN, United Nations, and we're all under UN treaties that supersede all acts. It supersedes all acts, laws, and statutes, including the Constitution. Oh, you didn't know? The Constitution is really nothing more than one of their religious scriptures used to create legitimacy and belief in their religion. It is essentially equivalent to a papal bull, the Magna Carta, but it is for the New World Order. It is based on the idea of rights, and that's exactly what they are, an ideal. They don't exist. We made them up. Like, what's coming next? What's coming next? The holiday, the Easter Bunny, Mother Goose, Pinocchio, and also the Tooth Fairy. You know, shit like that. Shits and giggles. Rights aren't rights, and someone can take them away, and the imperial court can take them away at any time they want to for no goddamn reason other than their religious rhetoric, because that is just what they are, religious rhetoric of the imperial Roman cult. Now, face your fears. Face your fears, or your fears will face you. Do it again. Face your fear. Face your fear, or your fear will continue to face you. Research. Let me put this as simple as possible if I can for you, even for the ones in the back. The pharmaceutical industry stands to make trillions and trillions and trillions, multi-trillions of dollars of the yearly of the world's population. The pharmaceutical industry is by far the largest lobby of Congress, and former executives occupy many unelected high-level government and quasi-government, that is, CDC, WHO, etc., 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 positions. Now, the pharmaceutical industry also is the top funder of all mainstream media. They don't know, do they? You didn't know that, did you? My research led me to this. So, think about how many pharmaceutical commercials that you see on TV, mainstream TV. The pharmaceutical industry is also a top funder of all mainstream media. I had to say it again. Now think about all the pharmaceutical ads you see each and every day while you are mindlessly staring at the programming box, which I call the TELL, T-E-L-L, L-I-E, vision. The pharmaceutical industry has also in recent years subject to billions and billions of dollars of fines for fraud and other various crimes. True drug dealers. The true drug dealers. So when you listen to government control your mind, officials, or the media, you basically listen to an advertisement paid by convicted felons who have repeatedly demonstrated in the past that they don't give about people's health or their well-being. Thank you, Michael Christopher, for that one. You see, the governments are private corporations and politicians or pharmaceutical executives like Matt Hancock. Look it up, Matt Hancock. Look it up. This has nothing to do with protecting you. It's important to realize that your brain is a physical tool your mind uses. Again, your brain is a physical tool that your mind uses. Now, David, Sir, what does that mean? That means that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. Your mind isn't attached to you. It's intangible. It exists inside you, on you, and even 6 feet away from you as your torus field, aka your aura. Your aura. Again, David, what does that mean? It means that information is stored in your genes, which are in your DNA, which is inside the cells of your body. Each cell makes up your physical self. And if you follow the trail, you'll see all the cells consist of information that you'll learn and instructions that you'll learn within your lifetime. Straight out the portal, straight out the womb. Even information your parents or ancestors learned is passed down to you. All their experiences that they lived in their lives are passed to you through your genes. That's why sometimes you can have a baby that look like, they don't look like mom and dad. It might look like the uncle. It might look like the grandfather or the great-great-grandfather or grandmother. That is why for me, in grade school, everything came naturally to me. I felt like I learned all that shit, all that acid, all that shit before it was only a case of remembering. That's all it was. It was just a case of remembering what you supposed had learned. Unfortunately, society has us going in cycles. Society has us going in cycles and stuck in school learning the same old shit that our parents were taught. Other things like drugs, illegal apparently hinder the performance of vital functions of all that. Government, big pharma, big tech, Wall Street, mainstream media all conclude against the little average person. They all conclude and come together against the little average person. Everything is rigged in the favor of enriching the 1%. The 1% including the other psyops since March 2020. You know what the hell I'm talking about. They provide the illusion of inclusion by offering crumbs, service, safety, and security while their real intention is to herd and enslave. Hello, AI. And when they get a taste of their own medicine, they don't like the bitterness because they aren't accustomed to losing to the average, unindoctrinated peons they laugh at in their dark offices, Masonic fraternities, and Bilderberg buildings. Face your fear. Okay? Face it. Or your fear will face you. I'm going to leave you with this. A few words before we go. Another ones who talk behind your back, they belong behind you. Trust gets you killed. Love gets you hurt. But being real, that gets you hated. There's no reason to look back when you have so much to look forward to. There's no need to look back when you have so much to look forward to. Loyalty is rare. And if you find it, keep it. Think before you speak. The words you say can only be forgiven, not forgotten. If you still talk about it, guess what? You still care. That part. Sometimes you need to be alone in order to find out who you really are and what you really want. Face your F.E.A.R, fake expectations appearing real, or your fear will face you. If you made it this far in our Inspirational Minutes with David, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications to let you know our channel is back on. Get the book, The Audacity to Walk. You know I got to step back, like you guys say, like boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, get the book. If you haven't got the book, get the book, The Audacity to Walk. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, hit the like and share, comment. Committing to commit back. Been saying this for years. And know that if I love myself, I love you. If you love you, I love myself. I leave you. I leave you in peace. Positive energy always create evolution. I love you. I love you in truth. Peace.